off a couple of weeks because we're adding a brand new music studio next to me here, and there's been a lot of construction, but it's going to be top notch, and I'm thrilled to death to have it. So there was a lot of noise, and I thought, well, I'll just take a week off for 2 weeks, and I'll do some other things, do some research, and then come back to you with some new information. I have some notes here because I get a lot of questions about training back in the 70s and about bodybuilding, powerlifting, Olympic lifting, what's right, what's wrong, what works, what doesn't. Well, I started basically as a powerlifter because that's what we did back then. Bench presses were always like competition. Guy who could bench the most weight. And my best bench was 455 at 204 body weight, which is really pretty good. So I did benches, I did squats, and I did deadlifts, and I entered a powerlifting meet, and I won a couple of them. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of food, a lot of carbs. You know, it turns you into more of a bulkier look than a bodybuilder, of course. But it's a very good foundation for bodybuilding because you have to have a foundation. You have to have something to build upon. And when you do heavy squats, it builds your not only your legs, but your back, your shoulders, your arms, everything. It works the whole body entirely. Bench press, of course, works chest, but also works your shoulders, your triceps, a little bit of your back. And, of course, deadlifts works your lower back and your whole body as well, like squats. I mean, it's just a great overall movement to develop everything. It's kind of a double-edged sword because in the beginning when you power lift, you do go heavy, and over the years, it does take its toll on your joints. I mean, like really bad. I've got some really bad joints now, shoulder joint. I need a knee replacement. I've had a lot of injuries. I tore both quads. There's muscle tears from going heavy. And over the years, I just kind of toned it down a bit because as you get older, you can't lift as heavy anymore, or you shouldn't lift as heavy anymore, and you don't need to because you've already got the size. I don't need more size. I just want to stay hard and lean, and it looks better. So the competition of lifting with other guys and pushing to the max is done. There's no need for that. And a lot of you will go out and do that, and it's competition, and you will get into a group and train, and you will try to train heavy, and that happens once in a while. That's fine. Not every workout, about every third or fourth workout, you want to go your max. That's good. It builds some density, but pumping the muscle with a medium weight builds just as much, and it's good. So I'm kind of contradicting myself here because I say you need powerlifting, but yet it hurts. It's a good basis when you're young. I wouldn't take somebody 40 years old and start them as a powerlifter. It's just going to destroy their joints. The other thing that I see people do is behind the neck presses. Now, I did those years back, and it really hurt my shoulder, and it hurts a lot of people's shoulders. It's an unnatural movement for the joint. It throws it in the wrong direction, and it really, if you look at it when you're pushing, you think behind the neck works the back. It doesn't. It works your front delt because you're in a position where your arms are behind you and your front delt's doing all the work. Anything that you would pull up from the floor, like, say, high pulls or upright rows, will work the back delt. It's just the opposite of what you think. So take a look at that next time you do it, and you're doing behind the necks. Do them in front. They're safer, they're easier on the shoulders, and if you can do dumbbells, even better. Do the twisting dumbbells like Arnold and I used to do. Those work the shoulder from front to rear all the way down the line, and that's one of the greatest movements for shoulders. I also see that a lot of bodybuilders who build themselves have very skinny necks. In wrestling, we call those pencil necks. You got a neck like a stack of dimes. Well, that looks out of proportion. I'm a big believer in working your neck. I work my neck 2 to 3 times a week. I have someone either give me resistance or I put a pad on the squat bar and work all 4 ways, front, back, side, side for 3 sets. A good strong neck will look good on your body, and it also helps relieve tension headaches and blood flow to the brain, and it's just a good thing to do. Have your neck strong. If you ever get hit from behind in a car, you won't get whiplash. I got hit by a cement truck once in my Jeep. Neck worked out, saved me. Strict movements, like with powerlifting. Everything had to be strict. 2-second pause on the chest, straight up for the best you could do. 400 pounds, 2-second pause. That's what we did. I see guys in the gym taking that bar, and they're bouncing it off their chest, and they're pushing their stomachs to the ceiling, and they're arching their back, and they're trying anything they can to get that weight up. That's not good. You're going to hurt your back. You're going to pull something. You're going to wrench your shoulder. Do it strict. Strict really works. I saw a guy in the gym today doing curls. He was doing hammers. He was throwing his traps and shoulders into it, and I said, you know what? That's wrong. Lighten the weight. You don't need that heavy weight. Take it and just do them strict and work the muscles. So he tried it. He said, wow, 20 pounds. I could really feel it. I was using 40. That's right. You were doing it wrong. These are things that are really important in training. You can incorporate powerlifting with your bodybuilding. Do squats. Do deadlifts. Do benches. Go to a medium weight, a good weight you can handle. Don't go where you're straining with 1 rep. It's not necessary. But definitely it will increase your muscle mass. It's a very, very good thing to do. If you're not doing it already, I mean, bodybuilding is about shaping the muscle, absolutely. Sets, reps, and concentration. powerlifting throwing in there once in a while will add more size, you'll get more body weight out of it, and you'll get more muscle. So incorporate the two. Don't do one and not the other. You just got to have that foundation. You wouldn't have a house with a weak foundation. So squats, I know a lot of guys don't like to work legs, but squats are the #1 exercise for legs. If you can't do squats, then do leg press or do hacks, but do something to build that foundation, because it will definitely shoot blood through your body and you'll have a spurt of growth. And that's my piece for now. Powerlifting. It's not a bad thing. It goes back to the basic roots, and all the guys down at Muscle Beach years ago all did it, and you should too. And stay tuned for more of Rick's Corner. And thanks for watching.